Dear pie pioneers in my most cherished family. Hello everyone, winter in Silicon Valley, USA isn't too cold during the day. But at night, the temperature drops. Tonight, a gentle breeze is blowing against the glass, making a dull sound. This sound easily makes one fall into contemplation and feel lonely. Recently, I have spent a lot of time on the Blockchain Explorer, watching transaction data jump one by one. I saw active social transfers in Blind Lounge. I saw busy payment flows on the merchant side of StarMax. These comfort me because the ecosystem is awakening. But at the same time, I also saw some data that pains me. I saw many old pioneers who have accompanied us for 5 or 6 years, selling the pie they accumulated over thousands of days and nights at extremely low prices, exchanging them for a tiny bit of insignificant fiat currency. Watching these chips flow from individual retail wallets and gather into a few huge whale accounts. An ancient poem involuntarily surfaced in my mind, bitterly hating pressing the golden thread every year, making wedding clothes for others. This sentence means that a poor weaver woman labors on golden threads year after year, wearing out her fingers. But the gorgeous wedding dress she finally weaves is worn by someone else, fulfilling someone else's happiness. Today, I want to take off the title of co-founder and, like an elder sister in the family, take your hands and talk to you urgently, even somewhat sternly, about this topic. Chips. I want to tell you why the pie in your hands is 10,000 times more precious than you imagine. I want to tell you why selling now is making your 7 years of youth into that wedding dress, giving it for free to the capital crocodiles, snickering in the dark. First, we must clarify a concept. What are chips? In the subconscious of many pioneers, pie is obtained for free. Because you didn't spend money to buy mining rigs, didn't spend money to buy graphics cards. You just tapped your phone every day. According to the mental accounting theory in psychology, people often do not cherish things, obtained seemingly at zero cost. So, when the price of pie hovers around 20 cents or 30 cents, many people think, anyway, I didn't spend money, selling it is earning it. Let's secure the profit. Wrong, big mistake. Dear family, please wake up. Is pie really free? Please recall the past 7 years, from 2019 to 2025. In these more than 2,400 days and nights, what did you pay for this? You paid your attention, which is the scarcest resource in the AI era. You paid your social credit. You invited your friends and family, endorsing pie with your personality. You paid your privacy and data. You cooperated to complete the tedious KYC verification. Most importantly, you paid your time. Time is the only cost in this world that is non-renewable, cannot be forged, and is absolutely fair to everyone. 1 second for Bill Gates is physically the same length as 1 second for you. You injected the best 7 years of your life into this network. Every single pie now contains your life, your expectations, and your courage to fight against this unfair world. If you sell it now for a few cents, you are not just selling a token cheaply. You are selling your own life cheaply. You are denying your persistence over the past 7 years. And in the eyes of buyers, those Wall Street institutions, those shrewd venture capitalists, those giant whales lurking in the dark, what do they see? They don't see mobile points. They see a massive digital economy with 19 million real KYC users, covering over 200 countries, possessing an independent public chain, a native identity layer, and complying with EU MiCA standards. In their eyes, the current pie is Bitcoin in 2010, Ethereum in 2015. There are bloody chips everywhere, undervalued gold everywhere. They are opening their mouths greedily, waiting for you to throw the gold in your hands to them as scrap iron because of panic, impatience, or short-sightedness. This is the cognitive gap. The greatest tragedy in this world is that the poor, due to information asymmetry, sell the key to changing their destiny cheaply to the rich. Many people ask me, Dr. Fan, since pie is so good, why haven't big institutions come in to pump the market? Why hasn't the price risen yet? This is exactly what I want to warn everyone about. This may be a carefully planned hunting. In the financial market, there is a cruel rule: before chips fully change hands, a surge will never arrive. What is fully changing hands? To put it bluntly, it is to wash out those retail investors who are not firm in their will and only want to make quick money. Big capital is bloodthirsty. They will never enter the market to pull up the price when you all hold a large number of cheap chips, letting you enjoy the success and achieve financial freedom. Why should they? They will think, why should I pay to pump the market so that you, who tap the phone for a few years, can buy a villa? So they will wait. They will use the market downturn, use various negative news, use long sideways movement to wear down your patience and create panic. They hope to see you disappointed, hope to hear you cursing, hope to see you shouting in the community. Pie is trash. Sell it and leave quickly. When you desperately throw out your bloody chips, they will quietly, in batches, like ghosts, suck up all these chips at the bottom. This is the accumulation phase in finance. Only when the vast majority of retail investors have no coins in their hands, only when chips are concentrated in the hands of a few giant whales and firm holders, will they ignite the fire and pull up the price. By then, the price will skyrocket like a rocket. $10, $50, $100. And at that time, you, who once owned thousands of pie but sold at 20 cents, can only stand at the foot of the mountain, slap your thigh, and shed tears of regret. At that time, Pi indeed rose, Pi indeed succeeded. But that glory has nothing to do with you anymore. The wedding dress you wove with your own hands is worn on someone else. Not only did you fail to cross the social class, but you became the fuel for others to cross the social class. This is not just an investment failure. This is class solidification, the deepest sorrow of ordinary people. History always rhymes. Let's look at what happened in the past. On May 22nd, 2010, programmer Laszlo bought 2 pizzas with 10,000 bitcoins. At the time, he thought it was a good deal. After all, those bitcoins were dug out casually on his computer, free. If he could have kept those bitcoins until today, even just until now, how much money would that be? That is $1 billion. He didn't eat pizza. He ate a commercial empire. In 2015, Ethereum just crowdfunded. Many people sold and left at 50 cents because they couldn't stand the early plunge and technological immaturity. A few years later, Ethereum rose to $4,800. Dear family, do you want to be the next Laszlo? Do you want to say to your children on Christmas 10 years later, child, dad originally owned 10,000 Pi. If we kept it until now, we would have been financially free long ago. But back then, dad sold it to change to a new mobile phone. That look, that regret, will torture you for the rest of your life. How similar is the situation of Pi network today to Bitcoin and Ethereum back then? The same controversy, the same technological iteration period, the same neglect by mainstream bias. Even, our foundation is better than theirs. We have 19 million real users. We have landed commercial applications. So please do not fall before dawn. Do not sell your granary for a lifetime, for this one dinner in front of you. Some people will refute, Dr. Fan. Bitcoin is Bitcoin. Pi is Pi. What if Pi really goes to zero? Won't I lose everything if I don't sell? This is a rational worry, but I want to tell everyone why Pi has zero immunity. Because we have an ecosystem. This is what Bitcoin doesn't have, and what the vast majority of aircoins don't have. Bitcoin's value support is faith. If no one believes, it might really collapse. But Pi's value support is utility. Look at our hackathon winning projects. StarMax lets you use Pi to consume in offline coffee shops. Blind Lounge lets you use Pi to pay for social membership fees. Run for Pi lets you use Pi to buy game items. Gargura is building a decentralized bank based on Pi. When Pi can be used to purchase real-world goods and services, it has a floor price. Even if the exchange price drops to zero, you can still use Pi to buy coffee, to buy services. This locks in its intrinsic value. With the advancement of the open network, more and more merchants are accessing it. And this commodity anchor will become stronger and stronger. This means that the demand for Pi is rigid. Merchants need Pi for marketing. Developers need Pi to run smart contracts. Users need Pi for payment. As long as this supply and demand cycle is running, Pi will never go to zero, only spiral upward. You are not selling a speculative symbol now. You are selling shares of this global barter network. You are giving up the right to be a rent collector in this digital city-state in the future. If we look a little further, I want to talk about AI. In 2025 today, AI is reshaping the world. Robot output is getting higher and higher. Human labor is depreciating more and more. In the future, in this digital world full of deepfake videos and AI robots, what is most valuable? It is real person. It is real human identity. Pi Network has built the largest real person identity proof network in the universe through 6 years of KYC. These 19 million verified accounts are the Noah's Ark for humanity in the face of the AI flood. In the future, when AI needs to distinguish who is the owner, when the network needs to verify who is operating, Pi's identity layer will become infrastructure. The Pi in your hand is not just money, it is your digital ID card in the AI era. A proof of rights and interests, proving you are a human. This value cannot be measured by today's fiat currency. This is like owning a top-level domain name. When the internet was just born, it might have been worthless then, but now it is priceless. If you sell Pi now, you are tearing up this ticket to the AI era and throwing it into the sea. Finally, I want to talk about dignity. We, this group of 19 million pioneers, are mostly ordinary people. In real life, we may be laborers, clerks, farmers, students. In the traditional financial system, we are marginalized, harvested. We have no opportunity to participate in private placements in the primary market. We cannot buy original shares. We are always taking over at high prices. Pi Network is the only opportunity we have encountered in our lives to stand on the same starting line as Wall Street elites. We exchange time and trust for these original chips. This is a little bit of dignity we fought for ourselves in this cruel financial world. If today, because of a little money, you sell this dignity cheaply to capital, then you are personally extinguishing this chance to turn over. You let those who look down on us succeed again. They will mock and say, see, poor people just can't hold on to goods. They deserve to work for a lifetime. I don't want to see such an ending. I don't want Pi Network to eventually become a game for a few giant whales. I hope that in 5 years, 10 years, when Pi becomes a global universal currency, the biggest beneficiaries are still you. This group of ordinary people who believed earliest and persisted longest. I want to see you buy houses and improve your lives with Pi. I want to see you send your children to better schools with pie. I want to see you full of confidence when facing the storms of life because you have pie in your hands. This is the original intention of Nicholas and me founding Pi. This is the meaning of Pi Network's existence. Dear family, I know persistence is hard. When seeing the account balance shrink, when hearing others mock, when urgently needing money, persistence is really hard. But I implore you, at the moment you press the sell button, think again. Think about these 7 years of days and nights. Think about your original intention when you first lit the lightning. Think about that story about the wedding dress. Don't be that weaver woman. Be the queen who wears the wedding dress and controls her own destiny. Please hold tight to the chips in your hands. Lock them in a cold wallet. Engrave the passphrase on a steel plate. And hide it in the safest place. Then, go work hard, live well, forget the price, and build the ecosystem. Wait until 2026. Wait until 2030. When the ecosystem fully explodes. When Pi becomes a global standard. You will thank the self who didn't let go today. Don't let your pie become someone else's wedding dress. Because you deserve to own this wedding dress. You deserve to own this beautiful future. But having said that, as the project founder, saying such things is theoretically inappropriate. Of course, I am just talking to everyone about what I see and feel with a personal mindset. Just talking, not making any investment advice. You can completely do as you wish. Thank you, everyone.